Up, two or more. Yeah, yeah.
This is why we got into it. How do we help people get mushrooms, at a cost lower than steak, delivered at scale?
It's hard to go around and tell people they should be eating more mushrooms when mushrooms cost $20 a pound. There's a slice of people that can do that comfortably, but if we really have this, if we really believe that mushrooms can be very beneficial for a lot of people to have more of them in their diet, then it has to move out of just a specialty niche. And at the same time, do that in a way that the people who have been those pioneers aren't pushed out of the market because some big business comes in and takes it over.
See, mushroom farmers, they're doing a great job. They've got us this far. They're feeding the farmers markets. They're doing a good job with the high-end restaurants. They're doing a great job of pushing the doors open to develop the market. Where we're really trying to get to is how do we bring that to the consumer level, more grocery store level. It's actually gone a lot faster than we thought it would. We thought if we could produce 3,000 or 4,000 bags of mushrooms a month, in a year we'd be doing good. And now we're doing over 2,000 a week. What do we do with all these blocks? And it looks like a lot of blocks, and we're discovering this is not a lot of blocks. What this facility really is this is a prototype facility. This facility allows us to do a proof of concept in the market where we can test out the 3-tier model of farming mushrooms at a scale that makes economic sense but isn't full throttle. That's really split into 3 distinct layers, where there's a spawn producer, there's a substrate producer, and then there's a company that will do the fruiting and logistics of marketing delivery closest to the customer.
Each of those processes takes quite a bit to scale it up. And so if you're trying to scale up all 3 of those processes, it suddenly becomes bigger than your one thing can do. So you get pretty limited to where you can go.
Growing mushrooms is an expensive hobby, and you got to have the right size of equipment for each stage of that growth. And so if you try and own all the equipment for all 3 stages.
So if you don't have to do that so much, if we kind of take the burden of that and then we bring it to a place, it's more they get to farm, which is what they want to do. You put the blocks up and you just take care of them in their spot. They don't have to get a whole new skill set of how to do factory style production.
What that allows us to do, though, is it allows us to use the more industrial farm tooling that we have here to enable other guys who really do want to get into the farming side. We've done a lot of partnership to make sure that we're not taking anything. We just want to add to the economy. At 50 years old, you want to leave a positive mark. There's room in this business for a lot of other people to participate, and we want them in. This is a way to go out there and develop some new economy and allow more people in. There's not a lot of ways in agriculture for a person to jump into farming. It's either too hard to get capitalized, or there's a lot of ways to jump into the market it's just too much of a reach for a lot of people. And mushrooms is one of those crops that can actually happen. You can take a garage and turn it into a viable business that either augments or becomes your primary income. And so we want to help that.